So I think it's safe to say that if we progress at the same rate that we did in the last video, I think that we'll probably start to see the world break out into war. Now, I know I made like kind of this interesting theory that I had with AI behavior, but that was with AIs that weren't set to this like aggressiveness level. That, you know, that's when an AI isn't on immortal difficulty, when an AI isn't playing domination only, and without the aggressive expansive AI mod included. I made this theory about like when AIs declare war. Normally, it's around turn 100, and it's only a few wars. But with this formula, with this sort of setup that I have going on here, there is this massive, chaotic, complete war going, like complete world war almost. I mean, everyone isn't interchanged, like it's not like an interconnected war or anything like that, but within the first like 50 to 100 turns, you see the world break out into chaos to the point where you will see me not even be able to keep up with the amount of wars that are going on. Normally, it's pretty easy, but this initial part when there's 43 civs in the game, well, I guess I should say 42 because I'm not included, I will not be able to keep up with all the wars that are going on. It'll be that crazy. That is the first chaotic era of AI behavior, I guess, between 50 to 100 turns. And I'm going to try to get us there by the end of this video. We'll see if that happens. Great Britain is not moving their settler, it looks like. I don't know why they are not. I hope we don't see another disappointing campaign from Great Britain because it would be nice to see them do something in the British Isles. I mean, they're less likely than in the old World Series because, you know, there's obviously this land is not free for them to get to. But yes, so there will be this chaos, this chaotic era between turn 100 and 200. It'll continue on for quite a long time, and that's when the world starts to really stable out at about turn 200. At that point, then I don't technically have I don't have enough experience playing with this sort of aggressive AI, so I don't really have any more opinions or theories on how the AI behaves. I just know how it behaves initially. So we'll see if we can get there. So no one has settled the El Dorado natural wonder just yet. We have, interestingly enough, Colombia and Argentina kind of bypassed it, or maybe they didn't discover it or something. I mean, it is kind of in the heart of South America. It looks like Brazil might be able to pick it up if they're smart, but they might be going for a coastal city at the same time. I don't know. Lots of pantheons being founded. Again, like I said, I'm just going to wait. We're going to wait for religions to be founded, and then we'll check on pantheons later, and we'll look at beliefs and stuff like that. Cuba's still not gotten off of their island just yet, but that's fine. They're going to be pretty safe to settle most of the islands out this way. I'm sure Central America will still be up for grabs because I don't think I don't think the Confederate States are really worried at all about Mexico. I don't think so. Which we actually might be seeing the Confederate States possibly settling two new cities. Japan as well with 2 settlers. Holy crap. So they're going to settle the Japanese mainland very quickly here. Churchill has entered the classical era. Churchill is the leader of Great Britain, by the way. I should have gone over that. We have Mussolini leading Italy as well. So there goes Korea. Korea is going to go around Mongolia. We've seen this several times in the past, which is actually going to make things very difficult for someone like Vietnam, because Vietnam is that's really kind of the only spot that they can go to, as well as the Champa. So that's going to make things all very difficult. Ooh, Civs like to. Okay, so it looks like somehow that's actually seems likely because Australia is normally a very cultural. This mod of Australia is very cultural. By the way, if you're wondering why I chose some of these mods over others, the reason being is just that maybe they had a better rating. They might have had a better rating in the workshop, the Steam workshop, or sometimes I cannot get the mods to function inside of this Yet Not Another Earth map pack mod. So that is one reason. I tried to include a multitude of civs. I tried to change things as much as I can, but some just weren't being loaded in correctly, or some just didn't have as good of ratings. Whoa! Okay, so we totally have not been noticing France and them grabbing 4 cities here. Holy crap, we've got Lyon, Orleans, Troyes, and Paris already all down. Okay, so I can guarantee you someone's going to go to war with Napoleon very soon, especially because this tends to happen with some AIs. They settle things so fast that they don't build an army. whereas the other nations like Denmark and Germany haven't really... Oh, and there goes our first war. It has turned 52, and our first war is broken out between Egypt and Ethiopia, Songhai joining in, but it'll mainly be between Ramses and the Ethiopian leader. I can't remember at the top of my head the Ethiopian leader. I'm very disappointed in myself. The Boer settler is moving just south of Ethiopia. I'm wondering why he decided to settle there. Oh my gosh, and the Zulu are starting to build up. The Zulu are starting to go crazy. I would be worried if I were the Boer. That is what I'm saying. I figured the Zulu were going to be kind of let off that leash. I couldn't do what I did to Shaka in the last series. I couldn't just, boom, let the Boer be right there trapping the Zulu and then being just... kind of held down the entire time. I wanted to see kind of a powerful Zulu, and I wanted to see what I wanted to see the reaction, I guess. Arabia might play a pretty big role in this war eventually as well, maybe against Egypt if Ethiopia is able to defend themselves from Ramses enough. We might see Harun al-Rashid join in against the Egyptians, but who knows? Carthage actually might also have a very interesting campaign because... I mean, she's always pretty much free. Ooh, okay, so Germany had decided to go up against Napoleon alone. He would have had more success if Denmark... Ooh, never mind. So Spain is going to now join in. And look at the Spanish military. Holy crap. They've got to make that voyage, though, through Iberia, through southern France to get all the way to Paris. And they're going to have to go around these rivers, which is going to make things very difficult. That is going to be a pretty big problem for them. I don't know if Isabella is actually going to go all the way up towards Paris. Possibly not. I think Germany could have success here since Lyon is so close to them. Germany also looking to settle their third city. They might just settle just north of Rome. They founded Milan in Greek territory. And we also have the Ottomans, which was my pick, going around the Black Sea, but they need to be a little bit quicker. Solomon, you got to be a little bit quicker. Maybe going after southern Greece, or you could maybe go after these islands. Maybe what is a pot? I have no idea. This mod is kind of disoriented, all disfigured and stuff like that. So I don't know exactly which islands these are. I'm guessing Crete and Cyprus or something. I have no idea. I can tell you that this is probably Sicily and Corsica, Sardinia. I'm not sure what this is though. Anyways, let's watch as Germany and Egypt go to war. We'll kind of keep this in mind. Ooh, so Carthage isn't going to be able to settle. They're not going to settle between these two cities. Looks like they might settle just northwest of Mecca. That's kind of where it's looking like, which is not very good because how are they going to... I mean, it's good that they're settling coastal, and if they can keep a hold of this, they're going to have an interesting time kind of controlling the Mediterranean. Having another coastal sea, or they could be settling the Suez Canal. Now, that would be awesome. I would love to see the AI make this right decision, settle the Suez. We've got another golden age gone. Persia going quite slowly. Where'd that Indian settler go? Wow. Right in between, normally, Mongolian and Russian territory. Not sure if they're going to be able to hold on to that. Not sure if they're going to be able to keep on. Okay, so we have France and Italy now going at it. But because Munich was settled, Germany kind of cut off Italy there. Especially for this war. Germany is not going to be able to... He's not going to get as much support from Italy because, I mean, I don't think he meant... Well, he probably kind of somewhat meant to settle there, but I don't think he planned on Italy going to war. Now, Poland after France. This is exactly... We're going to see this happen quite a bit. We're going to see this quite a lot where Denmark is probably going to go after Napoleon soon, where an AI will settle too fast without building any sort of military. Let's go and check on the rest of the world. We have our first religion. Ethiopia has founded Eastern Orthodox. Okay, so we'll check on the beliefs a little bit later. Mongolia has built up a huge force, so they will be taking out they'll be taking out China very soon. This is exactly what I was talking about in the first video, by the way. This immortal army, this immortal difficulty, just insane. And now the Zulu are going to go after the Boer. So they will probably take out... So we're going to see a lot of Civs fall very soon. Very soon. Songhai isn't contributing at all to their war against Ethiopia, which kind of isn't very surprising. Siam going unbelievably fast. Siam joining in against Korea with the role of China as well. Siam doesn't have an army, neither does China. So Korea should be just perfectly safe here. I didn't realize, so Vietnam just got cut off. They got cut off. The Champa somewhat got cut off. They're probably going to get cut off. Oh, wait, the Champa settling south of Delhi. We've got Mongolia going after Korea and Japan going after Korea again. So I don't know if it's possible, but Genghis Khan could technically take out like 2 civs here. I don't think he will. Yeah, Korea's doing the same thing. They're settling too fast. And Polynesia is setting over. I don't know why. I don't know why Polynesia wouldn't play it safe and just go to North America. What's going on in North America? Anything? What's going on in Australia? 3 cities already down. Again, this might be an interesting campaign for Australia. Bam. Okay, so Colombia and Argentina are going to be fighting for the natural wonder. I don't know why they just didn't settle directly next to it. Brazil off to a really slow start. Argentina's going for multiple more. Oh my gosh, so many more cities. I don't know if they're going to be able to keep a hold of this stuff. Again, we're seeing the same flawed strategy in all different parts of the world. Certain AIs are settling too fast without building a military. They're going to go down when someone like Brazil, who's been just building a military, goes after them. So that will be pretty bad. What's going on with Mexico? Is Mexico doing anything? Yes, Mexico is. They settled Guadalajara. The CSA, for some reason, has just 3 settlers sitting there. Not sure if it's a flaw in the mod or what. Ooh, now the Ottomans and Denmark going after Germany. And Spain managed to actually send over something towards France. Well, there you go. Germany was so close to taking over Lyon, too. Ah, that sucks. They were very, very close. So now Denmark is probably going to make Denmark and Poland. Well, Poland's going after... Poland might steal away the city, actually. I didn't think about that. Who else declared war on Germany? I totally forgot. See, this is the part where I start to lose control of the wars. There's still many more that are going to break out, but it's kind of the part. Okay, so we've got 3 religions total, I think at the very least. I think there's a little bit more that I might have been missing. Denmark's chosen a pantheon. So we have Brazil and Colombia teaming up against Argentina. Okay. So that makes sense, especially because Argentina was about to settle a 5th city. So no big surprise there. How are the Ashanti doing? Ashanti doing very well with their 3 coastal cities. Very, very smart in kind of sub-Sahara Africa. I didn't realize that Ethiopia had gotten in between Songhai, Ashanti, and Mali. Morocco with a massive military too, looking like they're coming for Carthage. Oh my gosh, look at this fort settling here. So France might have survived. They did. Big mistake by the AI. Spain probably could have taken over Paris. The Boer have lost their capital, and the Boer are they destroyed, though? I don't think they ever got their 2nd city. So this is very, very interesting now for Shaka. Shaka has full range over a lot of South Africa, not completely South Africa, because the Congo are still here. And the Congo look like they have a bigger military. So yeah, the Boer are destroyed. I think they're the first civ to fall. We'll see a few more too. Yeah, no, France barely survived, which this is going to have a major, major impact on the rest of the world because France is going to keep these 4 cities, which means that France is going to be kind of, I would say if you pick France, this is looking really good. There's going to be a 10-turn peace treaty. AIs never really just break that. They never break out into war right after the peace treaty is over. Napoleon's going to have some time to rebuild, get down another settler. Ooh, and Mongolia just made a massive mistake too, which honestly, I don't really mind. I wanted to kind of give China a chance. Ethiopia building the Terracotta Army, which is going to double their military size. They might actually turn this defensive war into an offensive war and go back at Ramses and go back at Memphis. Arabia building quite a few troops up. Again, the Immortal difficulty is already having, I think, a really big impact on the game. I think we're seeing really big armies, bigger than before. Has been captured by Brazil. Okay, so there you go. Brazil captured their first city, which is good. They kind of needed it because they hadn't been doing really anything else. We'll see if Argentina loses. More than just that. I think their capital will be safe. More than likely their capital will be safe. Is Mexico going for another city just yet? Don't know what's going on with the CUSA. Cuba has settled on the second part of their island. And we have 4 cities for America. Okay. So yeah, Ramses and Askia are done with Ethiopia. I'm thinking that Terracotta Army really, obviously because it doubled their military, the AI is not going to want to do anything else with Ethiopia. Okay, well, my pick, the Ottomans have the most happiness. That's interesting. But happiness isn't really telling us much. And at turn 100, I will be looking at the info addicts. We'll be looking at the initial start of this world. I mean, even turn 100 is a little bit early to be looking at stuff like that. Ooh, now Poland going after Germany. Germany is in a really, really tough spot now. I mean, they're already fighting the Danish in the north, but to fight Poland, who's been doing pretty good. I didn't even realize that Russia had kind of cut off all of Europe. All of Europe has been cut off from Asia, especially without open borders. Very interesting strategy by Catherine. Has anybody else settled in the middle? Oh my gosh, Tonga has been settled right here in the middle of Asia. I wouldn't be surprised if Persia probably goes after more cities. So will India. Now, okay, so the AI has now switched their target from Napoleon to Bismarck of Germany. We'll see if he can hold on here. I don't think Germany is still a pushover. They still have quite a bit of units, and they're still trying to build an infrastructure. Since their peace deal with France is now up and standing, they can work on this infrastructure to station troops from Hamburg to Berlin or vice versa. Moving through the forest and the hill and the river is going to make a big difference. That will play a significant role. Denmark has a good opportunity here also to be pretty expansive. They could go for modern-day Finland and then obviously Sweden and Norway, and then, just utterly dominate the Baltic Sea. They've got 3 coastal cities. They can dominate the Baltic Sea. All of these, they've got 2 canal cities. This one is not as big of a canal city, but Copenhagen starts as a canal city. Seems to be some AIs just not settling, and I still have not figured out what's going on with that. Morocco's going to go to war with somebody. They are definitely going to be going after somebody. Zulu with a possible 4th city coming. Arabia with a pretty big army. Siam now, yeah. Well, they've had 4 cities for a while. Lots of really interesting, just messy colonization all along Eastern Asia when all this land is completely open. Very strange things there. It's very odd. I don't know why. Korea's kept all 4 cities, and Japan has settled all of their stuff. I wonder where Honolulu is going to go next, or I guess I should say Polynesia is going to go next. Maybe for Indonesia. We've got Australia with 4 cities. Very cool campaign so far. Colombia is trying to go after Argentina, but I don't think it's going to work. I don't believe it's. I don't think they're going to have too much success there. We've got Spain with 3 cities now. Spain might also have a good time. Okay, so Russia and Carthage looks like might be working together because Russia just joined in for no reason. And Carthage is going after Songhai. Songhai only having, I believe, their capital at the moment. Interesting choice there. As well as keep in mind, yes, Carthage did settle the Suez Canal. They did it. They managed to do it. Spain now going after Germany. Churchill's built the Colossus. Well, at least England built a wonder, right? I mean, hey, it's something. You got to be proud of them for something. We got to figure out something, right? Interesting. I love the Carthage. This is amazing. You know what? I didn't realize the impact of this because now the Suez Canal is not going to be able. It's not going to burn down. There's no city raising. Italy now going after Germany. We've got Mali and Morocco. And Morocco's going to dominate that, I think. It's a very big war. Again, Immortal Difficulty is having a big impact on this campaign already, I think. This city's going to be there forever. So we will always have the Suez Canal. This is awesome. This is going to be a really key point to grab for the AIs. Whoever can grab this is going to be in an interesting spot, especially if it's Arabia, because Arabia can then move to the Mediterranean, still having control over the Red Sea. But anyways, guys, I'm going to have to stop it right there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.